a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Chicago Bears. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. To throw is DiNucci. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Now that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, on maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Melvin Gordon, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. He was able to escape the pocket and get out of bounds. You like the decision-making?
I love the decision-making, and I love the execution because you just know that his eyes were darting all over the place. You know, they talk about keeping your head on a swivel, looking for the danger spots, where the hits are going to come from. How about him getting all he could out of that run and then getting out of bounds?
And he told us, look, I'm a rookie. I'm waiting for the game to slow down, but it seems like he's processing things pretty well.
He certainly is. He's slowing the game down himself with his actions. Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is DiNucci. He's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Damian Ratley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Bears nothing.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
6-yard line.
Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. Steps away to his left. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. From yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
At the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now McSorley. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Throwing is McSorley. Finding Knox there, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Juju Smith.
The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
For a Chicago Bears.
Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
8-yard line.
McSorley sets to pass. Forced out to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Here's McSorley now, 3rd and long. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one will...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Hayden Hurst, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
No good. Graham Gano set to kick off.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Melvin Gordon. Incomplete. It's now
an incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
the 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
2 seconds to go, 1st quarter. They'll start with the option, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter play.
7, Bears 6.
Throwing on 2nd down. McSorley letting one go deep for the end zone. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
At the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 6. 1st down, New Orleans.
Play action. It's DiNucci. Going deep for Hopkins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Looking to throw. Caught on the right side by Adams. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was able to get away initially on that play, but ultimately not much space to roam.
Great job there by them containing him because you mentioned he got away initially, and how many times does that end up with a guy taking off for 15 or 20 yards? Here, the support was there, and they made the tackle for a loss.
the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Bears take over
at their own 28-yard line.
This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's DiNucci to throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. DiNucci. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Damian Ratley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Saints 14, Bears 6. Chris Boswell set to
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
For a Chicago Bears.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory.
That's good.
A huge play there for Chicago. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, but it'll be second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's McSorley to throw. Flushed out right. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season. And now the Bears are and now they're going to fake it. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go play action with DiNucci. Rolling to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They go play action now with McSorley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now DiNucci. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. DeAndre Hopkins. His 11th touchdown of the year. And now they're going to fake it. The fly route works for the TD Graham.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
10 at the 50-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
McSorley, 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's a gain of 10.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They run with Connor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Jamal Adams there.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now the second active leading rusher in the NFL, it's Adrian Peterson. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Let's give a lot of... credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's DiNucci now off the play fake. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And now they're going to fake it. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. McSorley from the shotgun. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. Touchdown, Chicago! DJ Moore with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. This is caught inside the 15. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10, it's McSorley. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's the option. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's McSorley. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a one-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
16 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
On play action, they'll throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. To throw is DiNucci. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
And the Saints, 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Chicago. Leonard Fournette, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bears draw a bit closer. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Brandon Williams. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20.
All you got to do is look at it.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
24.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Throwing is DiNucci. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 15.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Finding Knox there, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. DJ Moore with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bears are an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And that is going to put them up by 1, and it sets us up for quite a finish here.
Saints 30.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over first and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he can't hang on to it. That one has sealed it. Instead, second down.
And 10.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. That's caught inside the 20. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Saints. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On second down, Peterson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
It's a gain of 4. And it's third down.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And On third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
The Saints will line up for
that touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
31.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. Off of play action, it's McSorley. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. So how about that comeback?